Hello, basketball fans. Great matchup for you tonight between the Syracuse Orange and the UCLA Bruins. What's the starting five look like, you might ask? Well, whether it's a big game or a small game, your starting five has got to be ready to go, Dick.
Hey, Brad, check out the power forwards. These kids are fun to watch. They've got enough skill level to carry their respective teams to victory.
Tonight really should be a good one. We've got two excellent point guards going at it. Number 44 is the floor general out there. He's got great court sense.
His counterpart tonight is also a guy that likes to lead by example for his team.
I couldn't agree more with you, partner. Let's get down to the court and join the action. Teams are ready to go, and we're ready for the tip.
Play ball, baby. Play ball. The Zebra tosses it up.
And we're underway. Warren comes up with it. The small forward takes the feed. And a momentary look from three-point land. Two, and off the mark. Thompson handles the feed. Now they work it around the perimeter. He shoots from left of the circle. Now let's take a look here at the tempos for both these teams tonight.
Well, it looks like both of them are going to be battling to see who can control the tempo and put pressure on the opponent.
Coleman goes to the line for the first time. Makes his first. At the charity stripe. Allen handles the feed.
Very soft defensively, no pressure on the basketball.
And with that, there's going to be some open jumpers if they don't pick up defensively. Kicks it out. Takes away the pass. On the run. Tries for two. Got to control yourself. He goes to the line, shooting two. Gets the first. Got them both.
He converts on that free throw line, and that's major. Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Great composure to pass it out of the trap. He may be in trouble here. He shoots from outside. Off the mark with that shot. Looking for a good shot from three-point range. It sticks. Allen handles the feed. They'll work it around the arc. And he goes with a spin.
I'll tell you, field the defensive player on your hip, going one way, and you spin back the other way.
Inside for the bucket. Perfectly executed. Lynn handles the feed. Gave it up. Boy, terrible execution on offense. Thompson receives the ball. Goes up for two. The lay-in. All right, let's check in. Third member of our team again. Here's Aaron Andrews.
Coach has been quite animated over here on the sidelines. It's all positive, though. He's pleased with the manner in which they're playing their up-tempo style. I overheard him saying that if this continues, he likes his team's chances. Guys?
EA, of course, our third member, getting that additional insight and dealings from the sideline. Kicks it out. He takes the three. Shots off the mark. Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
That spin move's not going to work against a defense like that.
I tell you, they did a great job scouting post play because they were really anticipating the spin.
For two, whistled for the foul. To the line. He hits the first shot. They're making good use of their free throw opportunities tonight.
Good free throw shooting teams seem to always give themselves a chance to win.
Second shot good. No problem so far at the free throw line tonight, Dick.
Well, they're making the most of the free ones.
The skip pass is picked off. Here they go in transition.
Good score out of transition, baby.
They really seem to be letting this one get away, Dick.
Yeah, there's been a breakdown somewhere. They need to talk this one over, Brad.
Here's a block from behind.
My man was on a mission.
Up and in. Pushes it up. Tries for two. The lay-in. Number 53 gets the ball. There's a nice block from behind, Dick.
Yeah, that's good timing for the defense.
On the dribble, gives it up. Our three-prong attack tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Brad Nessler with Dick Vitale and our friend EA, Aaron Andrews, checking in from the sideline. Lynn receives the pass. With the big shot, the Bruins have a hot hand right now that's scoring for them at the moment.
They need to keep feeding the ball. It's simple.
He's in the clear. Sticks the deuce. This is getting ugly.
Hey, if you can't check your man, it's up to the coach to recognize that and make an adjustment.
They go into the low block for the bucket. Up and in.
Up and inside.
They get an open look for three. No good. There's the tempo for the game thus far.
Hey, currently the tempo is definitely on the high side, Brad.
Allen receives the pass.
Look at the offensive charge.
So that one's going the other way. Johnson checks in for the first time.
I'll tell you, this is what they need coming off the bench, Brad.
Douglas may have escaped one there. Allen handles the feed. Allen may have escaped one there. Gave it up. Ten seconds on the clock.
Handled trap really well there, Brad.
The Bruins have got to continue to get him the ball.
Brad, he's on fire.
Here's the offensive drop step on a low block, but better defense.
I'll tell you, the defense doesn't allow him to get to the baseline.
Now trying to feed the low block. 10 seconds to put it up. On the elbow, they feed down to the low block. Goes up for 2. And in and out.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. Pull-up jumper left side. Off the mark. They work the perimeter. Here comes the ball screen. Gets the ball and now faces his man down in the low block.
Oh, very aggressive player once he got up in the face-up position in the post.
On the dribble, gives it up.
He almost found himself in some trouble there, Brad.
Now the turnaround jumper. Kept alive, though, offensive rebound. The lay-in. They work it around the perimeter. The crowd starting to chant.
Who says there's no such thing as a home court advantage?
Up and in. Well, I think it's time for some subs, Dick. The player fatigue is really setting in. For 2, the lay-in. Pushes it up. Tries for 2. Up and in.
Great pass out of the trap, Brad.
Warren receives the ball. Can't elude the trap.
Are you kidding me? He tried to beat it, but he couldn't, Brad.
Kicks it out. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Turns it over. Work it inside, and he tries a drop step. Defensively, nice job.
Great job using his footwork defensively to beat him to the spot.
The Bruins are definitely known for their slower style of play.
I think you need players who really understand the game and know how to get others open, as well as use screens. Typically, they aren't the most athletic guys.
On the outside. 10 on the shot clock. And the ball goes out of play. Number 33 gets his first minute.
Very strategic substitution, Brad. Good decision by the coach.
Let's check in with Erin Andrews and what she's got in store for us. Erin?
Well, Brad, in regards to our player matchup, the coaching staff has expected it to be evenly matched up across the board all night long. But you wonder, who's going to be the first one to throw the punch?
Thanks, Erin. Thanks, EA. Erin Andrews providing that extra bit of insight for us. Picks off the pass. Now looking to attack.
That's a good-looking bucket out of the transition, Brad. Dump it inside.
For the bucket, the lay-in. Handles the feed. Perfectly executed. The small forward with the ball.
Look at that spacing.
Swatted from behind.
Never saw him coming, Brad.
Picks off the lazy pass. Number 30 takes the feed. On the outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. The offense begins off the sideline inbounds.
I'll tell you, he missed the post guy. The post guy had the great angle, was locking on the box.
Up and in. Both teams are looking to get something going here. They're working around the perimeter. He shoots from left of the circle. The missed shot. Looking to move it around the perimeter. Goes up for two. You can't get away with that. Step to the line for the free throw. First one is no good. Misses the second shot. The shooting guard with the ball. Gave it up. They get an open three. No. For two. The lay-in. Teams will play all sorts of tempos and styles these days, Dick. What are some of the characteristics of up-tempo teams?
Hey, usually they're always looking to run. They like to get the rebound and go. They like to really push the ball up court and attack.
Sutherland handles the feed. Passes it out of the trap. Isolated on the outside. They work it around the arc, looking for the open jumper. Up and in. Dick, this move going to the basket is definitely a candidate for our Pontiac game-changing performance.
Wow, Brad, that's a fantastic move. That may be our Pontiac game-changing performance.
Looking for a good shot. From beyond the arc. And they don't score there either. The center takes the pass. Cross court. And there's a lazy pass. It's stolen away. Turnover. Will it turn into two the other way? Johnson receives the ball.
High stepping it, man. Take a look right here. Little Baryshnikov in shorts. Little ballerina hanging in the air.
He's a jack of all trades. Number 54 with the ball. On the dribble, gives it up. Turnaround jumper.
Nothing but nylon. Nice smooth turnaround jumper. The only negative, he's falling away. If he misses, he's got no rebound ability.
Tries for two. The lay-in. Working it around the perimeter.
Great defensive play. Anticipated well. When you're an anticipator, you got a chance to do well. A lot of guys, they're reactors. If you're a reactor, you're one step behind the action.
The center takes the pass. They'd like to get it inside to the low block. Unable to so far. Nice job of packing it in defensively.
Yeah, they're really doing a great job packing it in, and a great job of anticipating that lateral pass.
For the bucket. Up and in. Rowe receives the ball. Down inside. That spin move's not going to work against this defense.
That's a no-no, baby. Defensive player beats him to the spot.
Moving it around the perimeter. That one's blocked from behind.
Great rotation by the D. I love it.
Gave it up. The ball goes out of play. Thompson checks back into the ball game.
Yeah, I knew they couldn't leave him out for too long.
He goes up with it.
Little bump. Says, I like that. Now let's see if he can convert.
Oh, the cheerleaders into it big time for their team.
They are really involved. I'll tell you one thing. They bring a lot of spirit.
This is the team's first trip to the free throw line. Free throw is good. And he got them both. Traps in place, Dick. Escapes the trouble and makes a pass up. And a momentary look from three-point land. Off the mark. Allen receives the pass. On the dribble, gives it up. Goes up for two. The lay-in. For two. Up and in.
Great composure to pass it despite the trap, Brad.
Fires away. Whoa, not a good decision to take that shot.
Yeah, that's horrible, Mr. Nessler. Horrible shot selection.
Lynn receives the pass. Passes it out of the trap. Allen handles the feed. Now they work it around the perimeter. With the J. Knocks it down.
What a great touch. Good baseline drive. Squared his body. Welcome some pressure. Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Number 53 is whistled for the foul. First personal foul. Steps to the line for an easy one. He sinks it. Both free throws go. They're nailing the free ones tonight, Mr. Vitale.
Hey, this is where you win and lose games, Brad.
That's an ill-advised shot. I don't think that's the guy you want shooting from the three-point line.
Hey, a few more of those, he may wind up on a bench.
Opportunity for 2 for 1. They have a significant rebounding edge.
That's going to be a big factor down the stretch.
Looking for a good shot. Tries for 2. The lay-in. They'll work it around the arc. There was no doubt about that one. The Bruins are all about playing in the half court and controlling the tempo. Would you say, Dick?
Half-court teams really have to help one another. They got to set screens, move the basketball, get some triple penetration. But most of all, shot selection is a must.
At halftime, the Orange lead by 11. We've had a tooth-and-nail battle so far, Dick. What was the play of the half, do you think?
Check out this dunk, which changed the momentum, Brad. I wouldn't doubt if the next half is filled with more highlight reel dunks. Looks like both teams are trying to one-up one another.
We're about ready to start the second half, Dick. Let's go down and see how this one unfolds. Syracuse was on fire in that first half shooting from the field, partner.
I'll tell you, fire's not the word, man. They were blistering, just burning it up. We'll see if they can keep it up in the second half.
Owens comes back out onto the floor.
Major swing in energy with him back on the floor, Brad.
Dick, in the second half, our player matchup update, and they're playing very, very even right now, and they're not making mistakes.
I tell you what, not making mistakes, and both are doing a great job getting to the free throw line. I think that's been essential in their converting on the line.
5-second call approaching. And has it rejected.
Defense did a great job with that blocked shot.
Gave it up. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. That spin move's not going to work against this defense.
That's a no-no, baby. Defensive player beats him to the spot.
On the dribble, gives it up.
Great elevator man. That's the elevator guy. What a high riser.
Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
Trying to stay with him defensively, and he's going to pick up the foul.
Oh, what a terrific job exploding the basket. Poor job defensively letting him get the ball that deep. So many teams get bumped on screens when you inbounds the ball from the baseline.
Kicks it out. He takes the open jumper. He nails the tray. Dick, at defense, looks tired.
Hey, that's no excuse. They've got to dig down deep and get the job done.
He passes it out of the trap.
Up and inside.
Warren may have escaped one there.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps.
Hey, dodge one there, Brad.
10 seconds to put it up.
Oh, he's got hops like you, man. He got hops like you.
It is pretty similar.
Wow. I didn't realize my partner was a high riser.
For the bucket, whistled for the foul. There's a tough shot and one.
He wanted that one, baby. He says you gotta foul me harder than that. If you want to know how aggressive a team is, you check to see how many times they go to the free throw line. That's a great indicator.
They work the perimeter. Warren may have escaped one there. Kicks it out. Lots of room. Poor decision there to shoot that three.
That shot was definitely ill-advised.
They work it around the perimeter. Gets the feed down low. Now the turnaround jumper.
I tell you, what a nice turnaround jump shot. Soft as velvet, fading away, impossible to block.
Gave it up. The ball goes out of bounds. Sideline inbounds. On the shot clock. Owens handles the pass. Dick, it's really been a while since I've seen a team shoot like this.
Hey, every once in a while you'll get a squad that gets on a tear and simply makes your jaw drop. It's fun to watch, isn't it, Brad?
On the outside.
Good athletic move. Very athletic. He's got great athleticism.
On the dribble, gives it up. Goes up for two. Number 53 is whistled for the defensive foul.
Good teams will get to the line often, but getting there is half the battle. You then must convert your free throws.
And he doesn't miss that opportunity either. That line is really being good to him tonight, Dick.
That line's always good, Brad. These guys just have to make good use of it.
Lynn handles the pass.
Dump it inside.
He intercepts it. Now looking for the ball screen, Dick.
Hey, the two-man game, Brad. So many teams incorporate it into their scheme because it works.
He went for the steal in the post and he missed it, Dick. And a chance for a three-point play.
The old-fashioned way, as we say.
To the charity stripe. Misses it.
Check that basketball with that good defensive rebound. As soon as you get that defensive rebound, you should be looking to push the ball.
Number 53 gets the ball. Cross court. Wide open. Can't connect. Owens handles the feed. Cross court.
Great effort defensively. He says, "Thou shalt not enter thy lane, baby. Get it out of here. I'm the landlord."
Cross court. He looks for the bomb. Not this time. For two. Up and in. Fans are still waiting for something big to happen.
Look at that spacing.
He wants a three. Sinks the shot. On the outside. Tries for two. The lay-in. We talk about team styles all the time, Dick. What do half-court teams look to do?
Half-court teams really will rely on each other. They'll not get any easy baskets, so they basically got to execute offensively by really moving the basketball and setting some good screens.
Jumped in front to take it away. The Orange in transition.
Great finish off the transition, Brad.
Check out one of our nominees for the Pontiac game-changing performance. Warren handles the pass. Great composure to pass it out of the trap with a good look. He drains the long-range bomb. With a deep pass. Buries it home. Allen receives the ball.
I'll tell you, he missed the post guy. The post guy had the great angle, was locking on the box. Hey, they're going to have to watch that. Fatigue will make players do some silly things.
Escapes the trouble and makes a pass up. Cross court.
He's a human eraser. I love shot blockers. They add such a dimension to your team.
Let's go courtside. What do you got for us, Aaron?
Brad, before the game, both coaches and players said they were looking forward to tonight's matchup. Whose weaknesses will be exposed and who will really step up, guys?
Aaron Andrews always close to the action. A little two-man action. They're working around the perimeter. He shoots from right of the circle. Number 30 is called for the defensive foul. 5th team foul. Boy, it's so important when you're getting points off turnovers, and look at that stat.
I'll tell you one thing, coaches go nuts. If that stat's negative, it absolutely makes you lose hair and you get balled like I am.
How important is it to get to the free throw line?
Well, you know, those bonus points, Brad, you get those simple points. They add up at the end, plus you get people into foul trouble. Makes those free throws count. He wants to go back on that campus. Says BMOC. Big man on campus, baby.
Gave it up.
Escaped the trap.
Sutherland handles the pass. Looking to move it around the perimeter. In the clear. He's good for another score.
Hands in his face. Anytime now, boys.
Manning handles the feed. Cross court. Picked off. Isolated on the outside. They're working around the arc, looking for the open jumper. The fadeaway. He misses the fadeaway. Well, let's take a look here at the tempos for both these teams tonight.
Well, it looks like both of them are going to be battling to see who can control the tempo and put pressure on the opponent.
Manning receives the ball. There's a slam. Looking for a good shot. And the ball goes out of play. Everybody into the act right now, and you can tell by the cheerleaders on the sideline how things are going.
And then what makes college so special, the enthusiasm of the cheerleaders, the mascot.
Gets the rejection. top, controlling the ball, gets it back out. Puts up the jumper, sticks the deuce. Takes the pass in the paint for the bucket. Number 33 is charged with the foul. First team foul. He'll visit the charity stripe. He hits the first. Got him both.
Oh, he drained it. Nothing but nylon, NBN.
They might have him in some trouble here, Dick.
Great trap, Brad.
Johnson may have escaped one there.
Handled the trap really well there, Brad.
It's stolen. The point guard with the ball. Working it around the perimeter. Picked out of the air. Trying to run the other way.
Hey, Brad, he finishes this one off the transition.
As we continue to track the game's tempo.
A little half-court action and a little fast breaking, Brad. As a result, we have a balanced tempo reading.
Johnson receives the ball. Kicks it out. Goes up for two. Number 40, the layup counts and the foul.
He went hard to the hoop, knowing he was going to get fouled.
Steps to the line for the freebie. He can't get one to fall. Number 45 with the ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. The inbound play will come from the baseline. They'd like to get it inside to the low block. Unable to so far. Nice job of packing it in defensively.
Yeah, they're really doing a great job packing it in, and a great job of anticipating that lateral pass. He almost found himself in some trouble there, Brad.
Takes the jumper. Manning picks up the defensive foul. First personal foul. Oh, the cheerleaders into it big time for their team.
They are really involved. I'll tell you one thing, they bring a lot of spirit.
Chance to get an easy one here. Routine. They're seeing them all fall from the line tonight.
That's a crucial plus down the stretch, Brad.
Gets two at the charity stripe. He may be in some trouble here.
Great pass out of the trap, Brad.
Great composure to pass it out of the trap. Moving it around the perimeter. For two, number 30 is whistled for the defensive foul. At the foul line. He can't buy one. Gets the second shot. Coach calls for a timeout. He wants to talk some things over. Back to the action now to half court. Let's see what they set up, Dick. Passes it out of the trap. Tries for two. Up and in. This crowd has just been silenced.
Hey, Brad, they can't believe what has unfolded.
Owens handles the pass. Off the mark. The small forward handles the pass. Had a momentary look from three-point land.
He didn't have the good angle. They should have got it to him about a second earlier.
Now they work it around the perimeter.
That was a great effort right there. Trying to play that passing lane. Anticipated really well.
Owens handles the feed. Kicks it out. Overplays on the pass, and he didn't get the steal.
Oh, he's humiliated. Poor job defensively. I tell you, what a nice turnaround jump shot. Soft as velvet, fading away, impossible to block.
On the dribble, gives it up, steals a pass.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Shot off. There's a look at the current tempo for the game.
These teams are selectively pushing the ball and looking for transition opportunities.
Looking for a good shot. For the bucket, the lay-in. These fans have had very little to cheer about. The silence in here is almost deafening. They'll work it around the arc. Goes up for two. Up and in. When talking about half-court teams, Dick, what types of players do you expect to be on that type of roster?
When they do those types of things, Brad, they get into a rhythm. Everyone knows that rhythm is crucial for offensive success in basketball or for any sport for that matter. That's definitely a correlation.
Defense playing up. Baseline jumper. He hacked him. Opportunity now for an easy one. Misses the first. Misses. He gets the rebound. The shooting guard takes the feed. Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
The ball goes out of play. So they'll inbound on the near sideline.
Up and inside.
Takes away the pass. And a slam. One observation about half-court teams is their overall level of success at the offensive end when they get the ball movement and run their sets, Dick.
They'll never force a shot and will rarely get into a running game, Brad. They realize that they can't play that style and be successful.
Number 33 receives the pass.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. What's even more important, they'll have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. For two, the lay-in. Pushes it up. Tries for two. Perfectly executed.
Hey, they'll let these guys get in too much of a rhythm.
Can they regroup in time, you think?
Let's see what happens.
Who will win the battle of tempos here tonight? That's what we want to know right now, Dick.
Well, Brad, controlling the tempo can be very difficult, especially for the entire game. But if you stick with your strengths and make changes when needed, winning becomes a lot easier.
The small forward takes the feed. The ball goes out of bounds.
Trying to execute on the inbounds. Great composure to pass it despite the trap, Brad.
Had his shot blocked. Johnson handles the feed. Intercepted. They work the perimeter. Puts up the shot. The missed shot. We take a look here at each team's tempo, Dick.
Hey, the key to this game is not just who will set the tempo, but who can control it throughout the game. Hey, dodge one there, Brad.
Nielsen handles the feed.
Escape the trap.
Kicks it out. Picks off the pass. Coleman receives the pass. Way off target. Gave it up. And there's what the game tempo is looking like tonight.
Quick shots, Brad. That's why the tempo gauge is where it's at.
He's fine to charge.
Great court savvy by the youngster.
As we now take a look at our bench score.
Hey, Brad, getting productivity from your bench is always so beneficial. You rarely see good teams win with poor bench production. It means you're a deeper team, it helps your rotation, you can overcome injuries, and you become multidimensional. The list of advantages goes on and on and on.
Any final thoughts regarding the points of emphasis, Dick?
Every game, there's a plan, Brad. If you execute the game plan, you usually win. Occasionally, you'll play a better team, and they'll just beat you because they're more skilled. However, with a solid game plan and the ability to play your team style, anything can happen.
Thanks, Richard. It's all about playing your team style, and time again, that's what it comes down to. UCLA comes up on the losing end of a laugher. They are totally blown out.
This is a surprise since the two teams were so evenly matched.
Brad Nessler saying so long for my partners, Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, hello. There we go. That's better. I don't know what the hell that was. Looked like only one side was reading any volume. Weird. All right, so that's going to wrap us up for the regular season. And move us into the Classic Madness starting next weekend. Let's take a look at those matchups and what they will be. Again, I don't know that we're going to do another season of this. We have three teams pretty much that dominated the whole thing, so I don't know that to do another one. Save. All right, let's go ahead and turn that off. That. And turn that off. So as you can see, that was game 31 for everyone. And go ahead and look at the final rankings first. That looks like got it in this format as well. Pause that on YouTube if you want to take a closer look at everything. I'm going to be testing a different rank thing too, and I think I'm going to do a search for anybody that might have a slider set for the classic teams, because I don't, again, if you look at the top, well, even the top two, really, top three, basically, are all pretty dominant over everybody else. So unless I can find something to even that out to where they can lose a little bit more games, then there wouldn't really be much point in doing it again. So we'll see how the Classic Madness plays out. You never know, maybe they could lose. A couple of them have had a loss. Syracuse, 89 has not. So a little concerning that it's so one-sided, but we'll see what happens. But if it's one of those three teams that wins it, I doubt we'll do another one, only because I think it'll be just the same three teams that are up there again. I am looking at doing something with the NCAA 10 basketball. Just doing a March Madness kind of bracket based on BPI, I think. You might take a look at that. All right, so let's go over to no regular season left to look at. So we'll take a look at the Classic Madness matchups. And anything updated there. So changed, it looks like. There's the other view of that. It doesn't matter where they are in the bracket, it will automatically match up the highest and lowest, second highest and second lowest, so on and so forth, in the subsequent rounds. So don't pay any attention really to where they are in the bracket. It's just all about who they have to play. And that's going to wrap us up. That's what we got to look forward to. I'm going to try to start that hopefully next weekend. We got some things going on personally, trying to buy a different house and maybe moving and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. I also have jury duty the 7th, and then I'm on vacation from work to the 14th. I don't think we're going anywhere then. I think we're going somewhere in November, so we'll see. But we're going to try to definitely get it started next week. I had to install another instance of the emulator because one of the updates kept causing this game to crash every time. But it seems to, with the older version, be working fine. So we're going to stick with that for now. Again, I'll be doing some research on my own to see if I can find some classic team sliders that might work a little bit better to rebalance everything. But if not, we probably won't do a second season. But we'll see where it goes. And we'll catch you next time. I think we're going to wrap it up there. Not much left to say. It will be up on, actually, both games will be up. The first game was much better. And those games will be up on YouTube a little bit later. And I'll be adding them to the playlist there too for this series. So you can catch them over there if you want to look anything closer, whether it be the rankings or the matchups and the brackets. I don't know how I want to do the games though. They're all on one side here. So I don't know. I might just start at the top or maybe the bottom. I'll do bottom and go up instead. But we'll see. Initially, I think that's the plan, is to bottom up. So Georgia Tech, Wake Forest first. But anyway, we will catch you next time. I'll probably try to do probably stick with 2 a weekend for now. We'll see where it goes. I might try to do some the week of my vacation. But we'll see how everything plays out. Like I said, I got a lot of personal